Hi guys, it's Robbie, your Tuesday guy. So this week we are talking about advice for friends and family of transgender people. And I have some notes so I don't get off topic. Because I am very ADD sometimes. So my first advice to you guys would be to ask questions. And I'm not talking about the stupid ones like, well, not stupid questions, but borderline offensive questions like, well, are you going to get a penis? Like, that's not really something you ask your loved one. Or, well, how are you going to have sex? Those are the kind of questions that you might want to stay away from. Maybe like questions like, how long have you felt this way? And what are your plans for transitioning? And, just like questions that if you think it might be offensive in your head, it probably is. So that brings me to my second point, which is do your own research. There's a plethora of Google websites. You can search female to male transgender or male to female transgender. There are a lot of YouTubers that are famous that are charting their transition. I know a male to female would be Steph. I'm not gonna be able to pronounce the last name because I think it's Polish and it's long. It's not long, but it's hard to pronounce. Okay, other one, female to male, would be Ty Turner. Those are just two of the whole bunch of people on YouTube that are charting their transition. I just know those off the top of my head because I follow them on my YouTube account. You can also, if you're uncomfortable asking certain questions, Google it. Find other people who have gone through the transition that are charting their experience and maybe find out for yourself. And then kind of surprise your loved one with your knowledge. And also, I believe knowledge is power. And I know that a lot of people are scared of what they don't know. So if you make yourself more knowledgeable about transitioning, you might understand it better and maybe more accepting of it. I know a lot of people demonize transitioning, transgender people, but we're just like you, and we're just like you. We just want to be ourselves. We want to be happy with our lives. My third point would be to support them as much as you can. Meaning, that was my phone. Meaning, using their proper pronouns. If your son or daughter is transitioning into, let's say, female to male, use he pronouns if that's what he wants. Or, some transgenders, like myself, sometimes I just prefer they or them. Because I am a trans guy, but I'm more on the femboy side, I guess you would say. So, yeah. For now, anyway. Maybe once I transition more, I'll want he pronouns. So, and another way you can support them using their desired name. My name before I started transitioning was Rosina. But obviously, I'm not going to be perceived as a male, and people still call me Rosina, which is why I wanted to change my name to Robbie. More masculine name. And let's see. Another way you can support them, just let them know you're there for them. Being trans can be very lonely sometimes, and sometimes you just need to know somebody is there for you. Another point, number 4, reach out to other trans people and trans family members to ask them what they did and ask them how they handled it. I know a lot of like Tumblr, Facebook has a lot of groups. Twitter, I'm not really sure about Twitter, but definitely Facebook and Tumblr. They have a lot of trans support groups, and like I said, just reach out to them, ask them questions about their experience and their family members, how they took it, and all that jazz. So, and that brings me to number 5, which is just go with the flow. Like I said earlier, for me, I would like they, them pronouns. But possibly along the line, I will probably want he, him pronouns because I will be more male. But that is just me. I know a lot of other people may have that as well. So, like I said, if you're saying they, them, which, good for you, supporting. If you say they, them, and all of a sudden they want to go by he, him, don't freak out. Just go with the flow. Be like, all right, you are a guy. You are him. Him, he, him. And just put it in your head and remember it. And I also know some people, after they've transitioned, feel like it wasn't really for them. So they detransition. Trying to think of someone on YouTube who's done it. I think Uppercase Chase might have for a time, but then he went back. So, see, there again. So, transitioning, detransitioning, transitioning again. It's very, kind of sometimes all over the place. So, like you said, go with the flow. Because if you just are trying to get from point A to point B, you're going to get frustrated and you're going to get lost. So, just be like a river and flow. So that is it for my advice to you guys. I hope that helped some of you, and definitely if any of you have any questions, you can message me or any of the other guys on our channel. We have, you can message us on here, leave a comment below. You can go on our Facebooks or Twitters or Tumblrs, whatever. I can post links to mine below. Pretty sure I've done that already, but if you're just joining us, you can have that. And yeah, I mean, feel free to ask us any questions because we are here for you. Alright, and that is it for today. Bye, guys.